Hey guys, this is Adam from the Dimensional Gamer Squad here, bringing you with part 7 of Battle of the Beasts. Now, before I get any further into this, I am recording this on the same day I uploaded last episode. So, and it's going to be the same story for the next two. So part 7, 8 and 9 are all recorded on the same day, but will be scattered hopefully over the next 3 days, but I can't promise that. But I'll get them out as soon as I can, and next week will be Series 2 review of Doctor Who. So, kind of something to get me through the rest of the week, because I won't be able to do any recording sessions, but doesn't mean I won't be able to upload, so yay. So I'm just getting some recording out of the way, so consider this as a bulk recording session. So, next 3 episodes of Battle of the Beast, because I haven't finished Season 17 yet. I am, however, on the finale, so expect that pretty soon. Not going to tell you a date, though. Okay, so, with all that out of the way, let's go on to the Battle of the Beasts. Now, it's only been around half an hour for me since I announced what this fight is, or what the next fight will be. Nixa versus Kronus. I don't know which one I think will win, because I didn't really have time to think about how the fight would go. But if I am to try and picture one, I need to think of the environment it'll be in and their strengths. So Kronus' strengths is it can fly, it can deal with very cold weather, and it can shoot lasers out of his eyes, along with having very sharp talons, and is very agile. Nixa's strength is, well, it can change shape and adapt to their abilities as well, along with having a very deadly voice, kind of like that Sultra does. Well, not really like Sultra, but can lure her victims in and kill them like that. So, okay, this can be an interesting battle. I think I can see it going one or two ways. Weaknesses for each beast. Kronus is, well, heat, I'll assume, along with probably reflective objects where he shoots lasers at and it'll just reflect back at him, shooting him and causing him to crumble down to the ground. Nix's weakness, I think if I remember, is light. So, yeah, so I think if I'm to be completely fair with how this fight should go, I think this should be in the Central Plains at midnight, so at a dark time. So, yeah, you're probably going to say, this is kind of unfair, isn't it? For Nixa, because, well, Nixa has limited time to try and beat Kronus. Yeah, but let's say this is probably the worst excuse I could give. Let's just say Kronus will be overheating in the day, because it's going to be a very sunny day tomorrow. Nah, okay, basically, I know this is unfair, but this is the best I can do, because I can't have a bird fighting in a cave. And since Nix's weakness is sunlight, that'll be unfair to have it fight anywhere else. So I think an open area for Kronus and at night for Nixa will be a good choice. So Central Plains at midnight. That's what we got. So, let's get things started with the fight. Now close your eyes, as always, and let me weave you a tale of how one beast has beaten the other. I don't know what beast this is. Yeah. So, night time, Nixa is now out of her cave, wandering around, just wandering around, not even changing shape at all. And she spots Kronus up in the sky. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it is a bird. Is a bird? It's a bird. Kronus spots Nixa, and before getting ready to soar down towards her, Kronus shoots Nixa with his laser eyes. Nixa was luckily able to dodge, because Kronus has missed, actually. Kronus missed that, but he didn't exactly miss. He was aiming to miss to make Nixa stay where she is. And Kronus starts soaring down, getting ready to stab her with his beak. Nixa changes shape into, let's say, a knight with a shield. Lifts the shield up and it goes straight into the shield, piercing right through to the other side. Missing the arm, thankfully. Nixa then changes shape again to her original form, wraps her tentacles around Kronus and starts constricting him. Kronus is able to get his talons out and starts scratching at the belly of Nixa. And Nixa starts bleeding very violently all over herself and the floor. And Nixa loosened her grip for Kronus to burst out with his wings and start slicing at Nixa with his talons. Slicing at the tentacles so then it won't happen again. Nixa is also trying to whip Kronus with her tentacles as well. So you can see how this is going. It's kind of going... It's kind of like a little fight that you see children get into. Go like... Kind of like that. Sorry. And whilst they're doing that, Kronus was still trying to scratch at Nixa, lifts his beak and starts jabbing at her eyes. Nixa Kronus pecks out some of Nixa's eyes. And Nixa reels back and then starts biting down on Kronus's beak with her mouth because she caught it before, let's say, her fifth eye was about to get pecked out. So Kronus is at the moment trapped. At the moment, Nixa was able to wrap her tentacles around Kronus's talons and starts pulling away. And starts pulling from right to left with the talons, was keeping firm with Kronus's beak. Kronus is obviously in very bad, obviously in danger now. Oh yeah, sorry, I keep forgetting about this now. Speed advantage goes to Kronus. Size advantage, I'm tempted to say goes to Kronus as well. I actually didn't do my research for this one, but I think Kronus is slightly bigger. It will make sense anyway, because Kronus is a giant vulture. Whilst Nixa is twice the size of Tom, I think Kronus is probably 3 times the size. Sorry for that little intermission. I keep forgetting about that one. That advantage thing. I forgot about it in the last episode as well. And probably I'll forget about it in the next episode and the episode after that. Not a good day for me. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. Kronus at the moment is stuck with Nixa pulling on his talons one on the right, one on the left with her tentacles, and biting down on Kronus's beak. Kronus, still flapping his wings to try and keep balanced, realises there's only one possible thing he can do, and starts shooting his lasers directly at Nixa's 2 remaining eyes, blinding her completely and causing her to let go of Kronus completely. Nixa now has to rely on hearing to defeat Kronus. Nixa, also having a very deadly voice, probably sharper than glass, I would say, starts screaming at the top of her lungs to deafen Kronus and cause Kronus to get down to the ground in pain and agony, trying to block out the sound. That succeeds. Kronus is now curled up in the ball trying to get rid of that sound. Nixa, listening very carefully to where she thinks Kronus lands, gets her tentacles again and completely wraps Kronus around, trapping his talons and his wings as well. And also wrapping one tentacle around Kronus' beak, snapping it completely shut, low enough where Kronus can't shoot her with his lasers. And also angling the head where the lasers would not be pointed at her. So it's pointing at the sky. Nixa being very weak at the moment, Kronus just being constricted now. Nixa starts pulling very viciously to try and suffocate. No, I wouldn't say suffocate. Constrict Kronus to death. Kind of like how... what was it? I'm tempted to say... I know it happened with a previous... did it happen with a previous Battle of the Beast episode? I don't think so. It definitely wasn't the last one. Amixis just got slaughtered. Disembodied for Epos. Spikefin got eaten. Convul got decapitated. No, got the Indominus Rex snap of the neck. And, no, not the Indominus Rex. Why do I keep saying this? It's Spinosaurus. And Trillian got crushed by a tree. Okay, so this is the first. Kronus is being constricted to death now. Kronus, having a bit more strength in him because he's not seriously injured, unlike Nixa, manages to wrestle free of the tentacle round his beak to open his mouth and get the tentacle away. Nixa starts trying to wrap it around again, but Kronus full on bites at that tentacle and chops it clean off, loosening the grip on all the other tentacles so that Nixa can recoil back in pain. Kronus gets back up into the sky, shoots lasers at her. Unfortunately, Nixa can't move. Well, didn't sense that coming, and it hit her completely square on the shoulders, chopping off, getting rid of another tentacle, and let's say one of her leg tentacles as well, because I'm picturing this tentacle was bitten off and this one was lasered off, along with, let's say, that one was also lasered off. Kronus then starts soaring down to stab at Nixa again. Nixa doesn't sense this, and Kronus lifts up at the last possible second for the impact and stuffs his puts his talon. I really love doing this for some reason, and goes right into her belly where the first injury occurred, and starts So his talon is inside Nix's belly right now. And Kronus grabs something and pulls it out. We find out Kronus digged his talons deep enough into Nixa to drag out Nix's heart. Nixa has lost her heart, lost all 6 of her eyes, probably a loss of blood. Nixa crumbles down to the floor, dead. That was 13 minutes. Wow. Okay, so that was probably one of the quicker side of the fights. So for this fight, Kronus has won, Nixa's lost. If you disagree, please feel free to say in the comments below. I'm saying I think I see Kronus winning more, simply because he had more weapons he could use, plus, like I said in the last video, his stats has proven that he's one of the most powerful beasts to have existed, even with just the stat power. The power stat the only beast which can beat Kronus with the power stat is Bloodbore. But that's the highest one. So Kronus is going to be a tough one to beat with so much strength inside of him. It's like he's on steroids. Nixa stood no chance in winning. I said in the last episode that probably Nixa might stand a chance. Yeah, but I really can't picture anything that Nixa can turn into that could stop probably what's like a bullet when soaring down, 2 lasers, along with incredibly sharp talons, and probably such an impenetrableness cold, and probably any other injury that I could think of. So Nixa, I don't see actually winning, and I think it was kind of a good thing that Nixa got defeated, because I don't see, even if she did win, I don't think she would have survived the next round. Like Komodo, I don't see Komodo surviving the next round either. But anyway, yeah. So the moral of the story is Kronus wins, Nixa loses. So with that being said, that is the end of this Battle of the Beasts episode. For me, it'll only be a few more minutes until I start recording for the next one. For you, it'll be another day. Or maybe a bit longer, I don't know. But until then, that's all for this time. If you liked what you saw, or heard, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press the notification bell down in the corner below. I hope I'm giving okay detail with the fights, because this is the only time I actually get to express my creativity. I don't have any of that though, so this is more like practice for describing stuff, which doesn't really need to happen now. Because, well, I'm finished with English. So so until then, I'll see you next time. I didn't even press the button. Wow. God's sake, Adam! Okay, that is all for this time, and I'll see you next time.